What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Project Ozone Lite. Oh yeah, guys. So I am here just right outside our base at our witherproof block area. Yeah, I've been creating some wither bosses and then letting our mob grinder right here destroy them. Now, the reason why I'm doing this isn't really for the nether stars at all. It's so we can get the items that the wither boss drops so we can make the nether star crux so we can make more nether star plants. Another thing I kind of noticed is that the particles for the explosion actually fall or go out the holes wherever those are. There's one on top and one on the side over there. I've been noticing that. I don't think I ever paid attention to that before, but those particles, yeah, they get trapped in here where the explosion doesn't leave, but they are free to go out the little holes here. Anyway, but yeah, we are going through our nether stars like crazy. Like, we look here, we have 3,222. That is not very many at all. And our plants are not making them very fast. We had like 4 plants, but we don't have any autonomous activators on them to speed them up, which we are not autonomous activators, but mechanical users. We probably should look at doing that as well. So now we have 8 of these withering souls, 49 stars. I think we've been getting some fortune on there. I'm pretty sure I think killed 49 wither bosses. We killed, well, I had a stack of skulls and a stack of the soul sand on me. 32 supremium essence and then some other things. Yeah, when it becomes nighttime, it looks like the wither boss starts spawning in blaze. So we ended up getting a blaze rod off one of those guys anyway. So now that we have this stuff, we should be able to make some more nether star cruxes. Let me go ahead and sort the inventory real quick so we can get things figured out. All right, so withering soul. So we need the nether star crux. Yeah, so it requires 2 withering souls per crux plus all this other stuff. Other stuff is easy. I think we can make 4 of these now, which should double the amount of the nether stars that we have. And we need to make 4 more seeds because I don't think those seeds duplicate any of their stuff either. So this is going to be a long process for it to think about it because that does use the tier 6 stuff. So it has to make the insanium. So that's just even more like recursive crafting that it has to process through. So yeah, unfortunately, this is like the longest part of crafting these things. Now, I know people have told me in the past that you can just craft it all the way to the top tier and then use the Applied Energistics to downcraft it, and that'd probably be faster, but the actual crafting process, once it's done thinking about it, really isn't that bad. So we are going to be using how much stuff? 34,000 Inferium Essence started up. Let's do it. So yeah, it'll go ahead and eat through this stuff and just choose through this pretty quickly. Don't even really have to worry about it. Thanks to we have all these master infusion crystals and all the CPUs down below, the co-processors. This is still going to take a little bit of time, but it won't take like forever. So while that's going, let's head over to our crop area. Is my magnet on? No, it's not. Good. All right, so we'll go to the farm. So over here, I have planted in a few other random seeds. One of those was this Yellorium one. I noticed that our big reactor was eating through a Yellorium pretty quickly. We have 51,000 in the system right now. The cyanite, it's 1-to-1. You put in 1 Yellorium, you get 1 cyanite out. You can see we have 123,000 cyanite that we've already chewed through. So yeah, I figured it'd be a good idea to get a little bit of our Yellorium being processed. I'm gonna go ahead and move this guy. Oh, I got 2 seeds back. Yeah, I'm gonna move that over here because I think we're just gonna do a full line of the stars. Actually, we'll have to do a star off to the side, right? What is this one? Awakened Draconium? Yeah, let's grab that one too. Okay, so we will place that, I guess, right there. It's gonna be just fine. So yeah, we'll do like 2 more stars here, or 3 more stars, I'm sorry, and then like 1 more right there. And we might keep adding in a few more of these stars as we need stuff. But yeah, we're starting to run low. So let's see, how are the seeds doing? Did it get there yet? Oh, almost. Yeah, it's doing the intermedium stuff from the prudentium. So that's just going to take a few more moments here. So I guess in the meantime, I can go ahead and place our nether star cruxes down here. Oh, that's right. It needs this guy. Now I definitely need my magnet on. Okay. So that one is right in line with this. So it needs to be right there. Hey, there's where my angel block went. I forgot about that. Okay, so now we should be able to make that. Okay, so that's growing correctly. And I'll place the last one right there. Okay, so I think that's how we're going to do it. Magnet back off so I stop picking up these extra essences. that are being dropped. Yeah, we have the advanced item collector. So any of these random items that get dropped that don't fit into the farming station, yeah, the advanced item collector will pick it up. Otherwise they just fall all over the place and it becomes annoying. Okay, so again, back here, nice. We have our Nether star seeds. Okay, so this should double the amount of stars that we are getting, which is going to be very, very helpful. Let's see, the full collection. Did that just happen? Did I miss it? Try again. Where is it? Did not even harvest any of the Nether star seeds. It didn't look like it harvested these, and it might be that it did harvest them and they just regrew so fast. What is going on? It's like they're not harvesting. Oh, there it goes. Now that was definitely a full harvest that time. Yeah, that's really weird. It seemed like it wasn't harvesting these. And it might be that it wasn't, that they just regrew so fast you didn't even see them. I don't know. Anyway, we should be getting more Nether stars now. Whoops, wanted to go home. We should be getting a lot more Nether stars now, which is going to help us out a lot. So going back here, so we have 3254. Okay, so all of those Nether stars, as you guys remember last episode, we set up all of these neutronium compressors and all the energy condenser MK2s. So all of our Nether stars have been going into creating singularities. Now I kind of camped these for a little bit, up until the point where we got the singularity and then like a little bit spilled over. So we wasted a little bit. But yeah, we pretty much only needed one of each type of singularity. Now I was gonna do it for all of them, but the problem is the diamond ones are really expensive. Nickel singularity. The diamond ones are really expensive. Each diamond block is 73,000 EMC, whereas something like nickel is 9,000, right? So it's like 7 times as much or a little bit more. So yeah, I kind of stopped this when I saw that we were running low on stars. And then the emerald is even more expensive. It's 147,000 EMC per. That's like so much more. That's like one Nether star per block, essentially, is what that is, right? I think. Is that the same price? 139, I think it's a little bit more expensive, actually. Yeah, it's slightly more expensive than a Nether star EMC. Nether star is 139, this is 147. That's crazy. So a thing we might end up doing, and this is what I did in Project Ozone 2 Kappa. Since we're now limited on how many Nether stars we can plant in this mod pack, because of the withering souls and eating those cruxes and stuff, we weren't limited in Project Ozone 2. I ended up making a world in RF Tools Dimension that was full of emeralds. Then you can take the emerald blocks out, pump them into an energy condenser, and convert them into stars or something else. We could just leave them emerald blocks if we want to, but we need something that's going to provide us a lot of EMC. And I believe emerald blocks are like the most expensive natural block that you can make a world out of an RF tool. So we might look at doing that. I'm not entirely sure. Let's go ahead and turn this thing back on. We want that set to extract. So we will start dumping diamonds into this one, trying to get this singularity. And then we will have to get this final singularity over here as well. We need one of each of these in order to make one of the, what are they called? The infinity catalyst. Once we are able to make one of these, once we have the diamond and the emerald singularity, these are EMCable, so we will never have to worry about these singularities again for this particular recipe unless these are using another recipe somewhere else. But yeah, we'll be able to directly create these infinity catalysts, but we're still going to need that EMC. So that's going to be a thing that we're going to have to look at. I'm going to sit here and watch this thing, make sure we don't use too much diamonds, make sure we don't use too much EMC on this. We'll get one singularity, then I'll try and flip it over into this one. But yeah, I feel like we're going to run out of Nether stars before we even get the chance. You can see now, just with those diamonds going, we're down to 2,600 diamonds remaining. That's not very many at all. Yeah, this stuff is just chewing through all of our EMC reserves. So I think RF Tools Dimensions might be the next stop on the list of things to do. Okay, guys, so we do have all the singularities done except for the emerald one. After doing the diamond one, our star supply is down to 845, which is not going to get us to where we need to be. So I was going to look at making some of these other items here, like the cosmic meatballs, for instance. We do have beef, chicken, pork chops. We do not have any rabbit. We can get fish, and then we need the raw meat ingots. neutrons we have. As far as the rabbit goes, I think there might be a couple different ways we can do this. I think one of those ways, obviously, is if we have the rabbit seeds, which requires rabbit chunks, which requires rabbit parts. That would be one way. I think there might be a way that we can do some kind of a trap, or you can place this in the ground and then we can get the parts. I'm almost wondering if it's worth going to the mining dimension, which is a reward we got a long time ago, this mining multi-tool, but we never made the portal to go there, right? It might be worth investigating because I think there's animals that spawn there. I don't know if there's rabbits, right? So let's try doing that. Let's do something different for a little bit. So I'll grab some stone here. I do believe we have to do stone brick, and I think we need 10 or 12. I don't remember how many it is. Actually, it'd probably be 14. So 2 less than what we have here. So we just have to use a multi-tool with this. There we go. So there's 14 of those things. It might just be 10. Like if you want to do the cheap portal, similar like if you're doing the Nether portal. So now we got to figure out where we place the portals around here. I think it's on the exact opposite end of where we are right now. Okay, so we have a portal right here. I'll go ahead and place the, what are these called? The portal frames nearby here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you just build it like you're building another portal, really. Speaking of Nether portal, it's right above us. Okay, then we can just right click this on here. That's all we got to do. Very easy. Okay, we can place that back in our pouch and then we just sneak on in here. Cool. All right, so I see cows and sheep right away. A lot of sheep, a lot of cows. So that's going to help us out if we need any more of that stuff. Okay, so let's collect some sheep bits. Actually, probably what we'd want to do, what is that thing called? We want the... I can't remember. It's the mystical, it's like the solarium sword, this thing, right? So we can grab that and we can use either our bow. I think we'd have to put the bow in the offhand. Oh, I don't know if I mentioned this. I did put infinity on the bow, so we can shoot that as many times as we want to. And we don't need arrows. It's also got power 4 on there. So we should be able to shoot a sheep while we're holding the solarium dagger. And it should drop chunks. Right, whatever the normal drop rate, I guess 25% chance. So it looks like we got 2 of them, 3 of them out of 4 sheep. That's a pretty good one. We got lots of cows here. We can just go ahead and murder their faces. Don't run from me, cow. I want to murder your face. So I guess the next thing is we're gonna have to see if there's rabbits around. I'm not sure what the easiest way to find rabbits are. I think those are just kind of a rare mob, right? So we'll just kind of have to fly around a little bit. Maybe we'll find them on the mini map. Will probably be the easiest way to spot them since they are kind of small. Have we got any cow bits? We got 1 cow chunk. That says 25%, but we were getting a lot more off the sheep. Yeah, it looks like we have 2 of them now. Cool. All right, so I am going to go explore around this dimension a little bit, murder some animal faces. Hopefully we'll find some bunnies, and if so, we'll murder their faces and get their chunks. Well, I've been flying around the mining biome for a little while now. I've seen plenty of pigs, sheep, chickens, and cows. No bunnies. No bunnies. I do see there's skeletons and creepers under the ground every now and then. We got a skeleton right here somewhere. So monsters do spawn here. And I have also noticed that we get the Applied Energistics 2 meteors here. So if you ever want those, this is where you can get them. But yeah, as far as finding bunnies, I'm not seeing them. Now, I do remember there is a thing... I think it's from Random Utilities called like a biome finder. What was it called? Search for biome. This thing, a biome radar from Random Things. Okay, so a biome radar does require a biome sensor, which requires a biome crystal, which you get from our loot bags, right? So I was just kind of looking at our Applied Energistics system. We search for biome. We have like all of these things from our auto loot bag openers, just so many of them. Swampland, mega taiga, forest, desert, etc. Right? So I think what this does, since it's called a radar, I would imagine it points you in the right direction of where the biome that you specify by putting one of these crystals in is, right? So I believe, not 100% sure, bunnies spawn on desert, and that might be one of the only passive mobs that spawn in desert. So if we could tell our biome radar to point us in the direction of the desert, we go there, lay out some grass, and just kind of wait, it's possible we'll get some bunnies to spawn. Although, being on the server, we haven't seen many natural spawns recently. Unfortunately, other people on the server have animals in looted chunks, which is preventing normal animal spawn. So that might not be the best way of getting it done. Since everything's void, we can't just fly there and get, you know, natural spawned in monsters with the terrain, or I guess animals with the terrain. So I think that's going to leave us only with one option. That's to use the Pam's Harvest Craft thing like we were going to do originally, or at least that we talked about earlier. But we did get enough cow chunks for a seed, and we don't have enough sheep chunks, but we can fix that real quick here, I'm sure. We got enough now? Yeah, now we have enough sheep chunks, so we can make sheep seeds. See, sheep seeds. That's really hard to say. Sheep seeds for all of our sheep essence needs in the future. Pretty sure we already get chicken chunks going on. That was one of the things we did earlier on. Let's take a look real quick. Chicken, yeah, we have chicken essence and chicken seeds. So yeah, we did that way earlier on, so we don't need those for sure. Okay, so now it's gonna be a thing where we gotta find ourselves rabbit bits, rabbit parts. Let's go back. Oop, and we shoot our terminal after we warp back here. Okay, so let's again clear the inventory, figure out what we're trying to do here. Get a clean slate, put those chunks away, sheep bits. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and make ourselves the thing from Pam's that was called the trap. Yeah, we want a ground trap. So that is a chest, wooden trapdoor, sticks, and string. Not that big of a deal. Yeah, we can go ahead and do one of these very quickly here. I will make a few traps. How many chests do we have? Enough? Yes, we have enough. So there's 6 traps. Then we're also going to need the bait. All right, so let's take a look at bait. So if we have fruit bait, grain bait, veggie bait, fish trap bait. I don't remember. Is it veggie bait? I mean, rabbits like veggies, right? I don't remember which one's which, and I don't think there is a use that shows you which one does what. I'm gonna have to go research it. None of these are super expensive, but if we're using the wrong bait, then we're not gonna get the animal bits that we're looking for. I'm gonna try grain bait. You know what? Let's make a stack of grain bait. Actually, let's make 6 stacks. We'll make that much. We'll put some in each one of these ground traps, and we'll see if we can get some bunny bits to spawn in. So let's go ahead and place these. Now, I do believe each one of these things has to touch 5 blocks of grass. So you can, in fact, place them like this. Yeah, and just a little pattern like this, and they should get them, but they aren't super fast, right? So it's going to take a little bit of waiting for us to do this. So the more of these traps we have, the more bait in the traps we have, the better off we're going to be getting stuff from them. So let's just go ahead and load them all up like so. And I don't believe there's any way to speed these up. Like, they just go at whatever speed they are. If they can spawn in animals or whatever, then we'll get things here, bits and pieces, but there's no way of telling what we're gonna get. Now, I don't remember those also have to be during the daytime or what in order for them to work. So we will just go ahead and sleep till day and see if we can get anything happening with those. Yeah, I think they have like a certain amount of time, like 3 minutes or something before something happens. Oh, these are EMCable. I didn't mean to take that out. We should totally just make a whole lot of that through EMC. That way we don't have to worry about it again. Got all these hoppers and stuff in here. Did I put that in there? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All the bait. All the bait. Okay, let's stop doing that. Cool. So I'll go ahead and fill these all the way up, and hopefully we will get some animal parts showing up here very, very soon for us. All right, guys, so as you can see, I went ahead and I spit out our operation just a little bit more. Yeah, added quite a few more of these things in because they just go so slow. Turns out I was using the wrong bait as well. After that last clip, I went online and checked out the wiki, and sure enough, in order for these things to work for rabbits, we need fruit bait in there, which I kind of thought we did, but I wasn't entirely sure. Anyway, fruit bait is in all of these things here, and we are collecting all the drops over into this chest. So yeah, you can see we have all of those things hooked up, and we aren't getting a whole lot of items in here. Every once in a while, you'll see one item appear or something, but Both the rabbit hide and the raw rabbit have EMC on them, so all we need is one of each, really. And now we can start doing things, looking at rabbit chunks. Yeah, we can make rabbit chunks. Since we can duplicate all that stuff, we just need tier 3 mob chunk. Now I'm not sure if we have any tier 3. How about mob chunk? How about just chunk? I'm not sure what a tier 3 is. Oh, a skeleton's a tier 3. Okay, so we can put those through the furnace and then turn that into rabbit chunk, and then we always have rabbit stuff available. I think that might be a good idea to do. Let's go ahead and take 4 of those. We will... Oh, where's our furnace? I guess we have to go down 2 flights of stairs here. Or I guess 2 flights of elevator. Put that through the furnace. That should give us... chunk. Just a regular chunk. Yeah, tier 3 mob chunk. That's what we're looking for. Okay, so now we need to get 1 rabbit hide, 1 rabbit meat, and we can duplicate those and then start making the stuff that we need. Yeah, I'll just let those things go. They're not gonna harm anything just by continually collecting things. Okay, so rabbit hide, perfect, more than enough. And we'll do rabbit meat. Take those out, that out. Yeah, that should be way more than what we need. Okay, let's stop creating those kinds of things. All right, so we want to make rabbit chunks. Put all that stuff in the system for later. There you go. There's 4 rabbit chunks, so we can do seed, and we can make... Oh, I guess we should search for a rabbit. Oh, you know what? I don't think I ever made the seeds for the rabbit, for like the animals and stuff. So I guess we'll have to make a rabbit seed this way. So that requires intermedium stuff. Okay, so let's search for intermedium. So we need, actually, I guess we need a, is it a tier 3? Yeah, tier 3 crafting seed. One of those. Now we can do the intermedium. And finally, a rabbit seed. I don't know why I'm making a pattern for this. We just really want to craft one of those. Okay, so there is a rabbit seed. So now we can go over to our farm, plant that in there, and then we never have to worry about rabbit stuff again. But I kind of feel like just doing the traps for that one time, that's going to be enough, and we'll never have to worry about rabbits again either. But there we go. Now we can always get rabbit essence for whatever it is that we need in the future going forward. Okay, so now that we have a rabbit seed, we should have a good portion of everything we need here for the cosmic meatballs. We're still missing the raw meat ingots though. So that's another thing that we're going to have to worry about. So in order to get that, we need to get ourselves a slaughterhouse from Mine Factory Reloaded. If I can spell it right. A slaughterhouse, right. So this thing kills monsters similar to the mob grinder from Mine Factory MFR. But instead of giving us drops, it makes meat, liquid meat, and liquid pink slime. So those are the things that we're going to have to do here. We're going to have to set up some kind of a way to spawn in monsters to get these kinds of things. So let's go ahead and make one of these. There's a slaughterhouse. Very, very easy. Okay, so we have that. We need to provide it power, and then we need something for it to kill. I think probably the easiest thing would be going to the Nether. Let's grab some tanks. Do we have drums? Drum. So we have a reinforced one. Can we just make like iron drum or stone drum? Just something. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. Okay, so there's 2 of those. Actually, these have EMC. Oh, I keep forgetting EMC is a thing. Let's try and make... Okay, so that's a good way for us to get rid of all these extra things that we don't need. I'll keep some of the fruit bait for later. Okay. So I think that's good. So we have 3 drums, more than what we need. And then I guess we can put those over there and turn that into something else later on. Okay, so 2 drums. We're going to need Ender Fluid Conduit. Seems good. And then we can just go to the Nether. That's not the way to the Nether, by the way. We could just go to the Nether and use our Nether or Wither skeleton farm that we have there. Or I guess our skeleton spawner to spawn in skeletons that we can use our slaughterhouse to kill them and collect liquid meat and the liquid pink slime, both of which we're going to want. Oh, that's still using a dimensional transceiver. Let's get rid of that. We will need to get ourselves a quantum entangloporter. We have plenty of these things. Are those EMCable? No, they're not. Okay. So that, then we'll do private reactor power set. So that should be giving us power here. And we don't have anything in there. So what can we spawn in? Let's look at our safari. Our safari nuts. We got cows, zombie, shulker, skeleton chicken, fluid cow. Maybe the fluid cows would be best, to be honest. If we just spawn in exact copy now, fluid cows, I think those might be the best. We're gonna need a way to get those things to move where we want them to, though. So maybe we can place this right here. Okay, so yeah, that killed the cow right away. That also requires power. Let's grab another quantum entangleporter. You know, this is also good, spawning these cows in this way, because we could find ones that we need that we haven't gotten yet. That thing is a large range, doesn't it? Bigger than I thought it was. Private reactor power set. Is this thing getting power? No, I think we do have to tell this thing on the energy setting to auto eject on. Well, I guess it does have power. Oh, no, this is the power meter. Okay, so we're getting pink slime. We're also getting liquid meat. Let us put down 2 of these things. Like that, and that should be fine. We'll grab this. We'll set this to insert. Extract. What am I doing here? Always active, extract. So that has the meat in there. So we're not getting pink slime. Oh, cow. No, you're in the way. Cows, stop, bad cows. Okay, so there's our pink slime in there. So we'll set that to insert. This needs to be set to nothing. Cool, so now we're getting pink slime here. We're gonna need that for later. We're getting our liquid meat here. We're spawning in animals. They're getting wrecked. That's awesome. Okay, so yeah, as long as I keep doing that and we keep getting the liquid meat, we should be able to make the liquid meat ingots. So I'll go ahead and wait around for a little bit longer until we get more of these. Both of this stuff. Probably want a full bucket worth of the pink slime, and then we'll be right back. Right as I said, we should get a full bucket of pink slime. We got a pink slime fluid cow right here. Oh, I can't range the cow. I think it has a cooldown or whatever, so we're gonna have to wait. But either way, we're gonna be getting the pink slime. We already have a bucket of it, so we don't need anything else. Okay, let's stop. Stop spawning in more cows. Fluid cyanite. We got molten prudentium, osmiridium, invar. What's this one? Purple slime, witch water, vapor levidity. Oh, how'd you get back there? Brine cow. Anyway, we don't really need any of these cows. If we wanted one specifically, we'd be spawning them in like this without the slaughterhouse in here to get them. So yeah, they serve their purpose. We got our liquid slime. Let's turn the slaughterhouse off. By turning it off, I mean just breaking it. Let's get rid of it so it doesn't spawn in anything else. Cool. Okay, so now we can also spawn in our pink slime. Let's grab a safari net. I don't remember. Did we have an extra one that didn't have anything in there? We might have to make a new one. Let's do a safari net. Okay, so there's one of those. We'll place down some pink slime here. Maybe we won't. What? There's a pink slime ball right there that I can't pick up. Why can't I pick that up? Magnets on, magnets off. It's like right there. Okay, so fun fact, you cannot get pink slime in the Nether. It acts just like water. That's a problem. Are you still our pink slime cow? You are. Still can't milk you, unfortunately. How much do we have here? I think I might wait on this cow and then we'll just get a bucket. Alright, so once again, pink slime bucket in the overworld this time. We'll place that down. That'll spread out a little bit and eventually we get ourselves an adorable babby slime. Cool. So now that we have a pink slime, we can spawn those in and get a whole lot of those. This might be useful in the future. Usually we use those to make the mining lasers and stuff. Not sure if we're going to need it this time, but I figured, you know, since we're already collecting the pink slime, and that's generally what they're used for, we might as well go ahead and collect it. Okay, but what we really need is the slime that is in the Nether still. I'm sorry, not the slime, the liquid meat. We need to get ourselves a meat packager, I think is what it's called. Yeah, meat packer. That's what it's called. So that requires bricks, plastic, rocket fuel. So rocket fuel is made. How you make? Gunpowder plus redstone in the vat with hooch. And hooch is made. I'm clicking on that. It's not showing me. How do we make hooch? Let's search for hooch. Hooch is made with water, some kind of a fruit, wheat, seeds plus sugar makes hooch, and another the vat. So we need to make 2 the vats. All right, so let us make 2 the vat. We need a couple cauldrons, easy, and then we need 4 of these tanks, again easy, and we need some ferni. Okay, well, I guess we could just make one and EMC the other one, but since we already have that stuff, did I not make 4 of those? I could have sworn I made 4 of these fluid tanks. Anyway, so there we go. There is 2 the vats. So now we need to put those somewhere that are going to get power and water. I guess over here is probably going to be the best spot. So we're going to have one sitting here, one sitting here. This one is going to feed into the next. So let's set that up. That'll be push. This one will be set up to pull. I guess that's fine. They don't necessarily have to be like that. So this one does, in fact, need water going into it. So we do have water down below. I'm looking for my magnet. Grab that thing. Now we need ender fluid conduit. All right, so I'll just place one there into the bottom of that machine. Then we can just kind of poke down underneath and connect over to this guy. A little bit laggy every time I place one of those, isn't it? It seems like I'm getting a little frame stutter issue for some reason. Not entirely sure why, but it's a thing that definitely is happening. There we go. So that should give us water into that one, the vat. Oop, don't go all the way down. Just fly up. Yeah, so we got water here. We can link up our power using this thing. Once again, that should be connected. It is. So we just right click on those 2 machines. Now they have power. Slowly. Requires a lot of power apparently. Right, we'll place that back like so, and we'll place this one back like so as well. Cool. Okay, so now that we have those, we need to give this first one like wheat or fruit, apples. I think it said work, and then sugar. We can just do that. Apple and sugar. Yeah, so I'll go ahead and do its thing. Then I'll start making hooch, which will end up over into this machine here. And then once again, we need rocket fuel. And that is made with gunpowder, hooch, and redstone. Gunpowder, redstone, and we'll get the hooch in there. We already have almost a bucket's worth, but it looks like we are, in fact, creating some rocket fuel off that already, which is great. Okay, so there is 1 bucket of rocket fuel. Done. All right, so now we should be able to make the thing. All right, so we should have practically everything ready for this meat packer. I just had to go get some clay smelting into brick, and there it is. Meat packer complete. So this thing does require the liquid meat. Once again, that is in the Nether. Did I ever set a waypoint to there? I did. Okay, so we have our liquid meat over here. So we need to feed that meat into this thing. I'll just grab this and we'll go back to the overworld and do it there. So we're gonna need, I guess, a chest for the liquid, or I guess for the meat to go into, and then we need the ender fluid conduit to pipe the liquid meat into this thing. So I guess we can kind of put it over here. So let's put our meat packager here. We'll put a chest on top, and then back behind we will place our liquid meat, and then we'll pipe that liquid meat into this thing. Insert, extract, and then of course, once again, we have to give this thing power. There we go. So now we have power. We don't have liquid meat. And not set this always active. Now we have liquid meat. Now we have power. So things are happening. It is in fact making the raw meat ingots. These are what we needed for the cosmic meatballs. We have everything together now. Fish. You know what I think we do? Let's go ahead and just make 1 recipe of cosmic meatballs. Okay, so we need fish from our automatic fisher. We need beef, pork, chicken. We need rabbit. What else are we missing here? I feel like we're still missing something. The pile of neutrons. Okay, so now we just need to grab some of these tiny piles of neutrons. And then we should be good to go to finally create one more of these extreme crafting recipes. And there they are, guys. Cosmic meatballs. That says that gives saturation times 400. That is amazing. So I believe the cosmic meatballs went there in this recipe. Let me take a look at this one more time. What were we looking for? We're doing the infinity catalyst. This thing. Yeah, so cosmic meatballs there. We still have to do the ultimate stew, and then we still got to figure out this emerald singularity, but we have made some pretty good progress for it today, guys. I think we're going to go and wrap it up there. We got a lot of stuff done. We still need to look at doing RF tools. I was going to do it today, but I guess we ended up doing some other things. So we'll probably look at making RF tools Emerald World next time. But anyway, that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to leave a like on the episode if you liked it, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.